common thing that I see when I'm browsing different channels and people is the lack of consistency across everyone's platform in 3 areas that we're gonna talk about today. So when you come across a channel that has these 3 areas on lock, it's noticeable. And not only is it noticeable, but it makes people wanna dive deeper into your content. So today, that's what we're gonna talk about. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the XVLN Hideout. My name is Ghost, and if you've never been here before, well, you're here now, so I'm pretty excited about that. This is a stream where we talk about the games we play, the lives we live, and things that inspire each other, all of us, to be better than we were the day before, better than yesterday. One stream at a time, one day at a time. If that is something you feel like you vibe with, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more content like that, and hit the little bell if you want to be notified when the other videos go live. Also, guys, we are on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. PST. I would love to see you guys there. All the links that you guys will need will be down in the description below. But enough about me. Let's talk about you guys and your streams. Today we're gonna talk about being consistent in 3 different areas across all of your platforms: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, or whatever else you stream on, Mixer, YouTube, DLive, it doesn't matter. The thing is if you are consistent in these 3 areas across all your platforms, you are gonna stand out. Those 3 areas that you wanna be consistent in is your brand image, your character, and your schedule. First one being consistency in your brand image. It is very important. Streams look just more professional when they just mesh well together and they are cohesive. You want something that's gonna draw attention, that's gonna pull you out. When people are browsing stream after stream after stream, what separates you? That look of professionalism is what's gonna separate you. It's not even about the lights and the camera and the audio. Like, that's stuff that's gonna separate you as well, but your brand image being cohesive is so big. Instead of saving up for a new microphone, what if you just keep the Snowball? What if you just keep the Blue Yeti? And instead of going for an XLR mic, you went for a brand package. You need something that is not going to be just panels, and then you have a Be Right Back screen that you made yourself, and then you went to Nerd or Die for some of your overlays, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want things from everywhere. You want a very cohesive package. So if you're gonna get a package, like let's say on like Nerd or Die, or you're gonna go to someone on Fiverr, make sure that you're getting like a full package so everything looks the same. I think the biggest, bulkiest, incohesive, or if that's even a word, thing that I see on people's streams is when they have like different style logos on all of their, like, for instance, they're on their intermission screen and it's like a ghost logo, right, for me. And then I go to my Be Right Back screen and it's a different ghost logo. And then we go on my ending soon screen and it's another ghost logo. And it might be I acquired them over time, or I'm changing it or whatever. But whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it all together. Spend a little bit of time offline and make sure that when you look at your stream, you're like, wow, this looks really good. Create a stream that you would stay at. And if it's a stream that's all over the place with your graphics, you're probably not gonna stay at that stream, because even though you're enjoying the person, you might be enjoying the content the person is providing, but the whole time in the back of your head, your eyes are saying, I don't like this. Something is weird about this. And there's that feeling, and I guarantee a lot of people are not gonna stick around as long as they would if your stream just looked great. A lot of you might be thinking, I don't have the money for that. Well, you can save up for it, and I'm actually gonna link a bunch of my friends who do graphic design down below where you can get full kits for fairly inexpensive. But the thing is you have to think about it like you are investing into yourself. You're investing into a company that you want to last, and to do that, you're definitely gonna have to put in a little bit of money. Obviously, if you do the graphic designing yourself, just make sure that your stuff looks good together, and then you'll be set. The other thing is keeping that vibe that you have on Twitch or Mixer or wherever you stream, keeping that throughout the rest of your stuff. So if you have a Twitter, if you have an Instagram, if you have a YouTube, these things, that brand image that you have on stream, it needs to transfer. So you need to slowly make banners that go well together so that when someone's going to all of your different socials, it's not a different person every social, right? You don't want to have a different brand image on Twitter than you have on Twitch. You don't want to have a different brand image on Twitter than you have on Instagram. Same thing. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to have the same profile picture on all of your platforms, because people have actually shown that that isn't as effective as some would think. You can keep different profile pictures, maybe something similar though, but your brand image, what you have on your banners, what you have, how you write your bios, I mean, all of that stuff, you want to be very similar. You don't want it to be just like you're following 3 different people, right? Oh my gosh, I feel like every video there's one point where I just can't talk. Just a quick side note, actual pictures of you are what people want to see. There's been plenty of studies that show that people will more likely click on profiles and check stuff out and have that better connection when they can see pictures of you. Now, if you're one of those brands that doesn't want to show yourself, that's fine. Show a logo or something that's still cohesive. Don't have like a random landscape picture that you like. Now, I will talk about this because it's very common. When you have like an anime picture or a cartoon picture instead of you, there's less of a connection, but it also depends on what kind of content you're creating. If you're an art streamer and this is something that you drew, yeah, by all means post it. But what makes it hard is when you have a profile picture, an avatar, that isn't you, and then you finally want to make it of yourself, it becomes a lot harder the longer you have it. And the thing is people feel more of a connection when they can actually see who they're following. So just try to get, not like a picture you would put on a passport, but get like a well-lit photo of yourself, and you can use this for your profiles. Your logo works well too, but mainly people want to see you. So if it's an avatar of you or if it's you, it's going to work better than maybe a logo or a random picture that you like on Google. Now we're going to talk about the second thing, which is consistency in your character. You want to be the same person that people follow on Twitter that they follow on Twitch. So if they see you like as the nice guy on Twitch and you're just like, oh, positive vibes, bro, and yeah, man, good to see you. Hey, I love you, chat. I love you guys. And then on Twitter, you're constantly gossiping about people. You're constantly talking crap about people, subtweeting, and doing all this stuff that people do on Twitter. I don't know why. But if you're that person on Twitter, that's not the same person they're following on Twitch. And it's gonna be very conflicting for people. I've had this happen where I'm literally like, is somebody else running their Twitter? And then you join their YouTube and they're super bland. They're like, this is a guide we're gonna do on Overwatch today. What you wanna do is I'm like, dude, who is this? Like, you're literally a completely different person on all their platforms. Like, you want to be the same person on all your platforms. Like, what I would say is just find out a comfortable way to be yourself. That's going to be the easiest thing to translate into everything, is just literally be yourself. Be yourself on Twitch, be yourself on Twitter. Now, if being yourself, this is just another PS, if being yourself means that you're a jerk in real life, hey, check it out. Get off of social media, because it's not gonna make it easier. When you are in the spotlight, it makes things tougher, not easier. So what I would recommend is, I'm not hating on you, but get some self-help, do some self-care, and then come back to social media when you're ready to be in the spotlight. But if you are a complete jerk, sure, there's a niche for that, but it doesn't last long, and it's probably hard to keep up because you always have to be a jerk. And there's gonna be some days where maybe you feel like being nice, I don't know. Maybe not. So the last one I don't really want to go too buck wild with, because we've said it in multiple other videos, but this one is your schedule needs to be consistent. And I know you might say, hey dude, I just started streaming, right? I stream when I stream. That's fine. If you're a casual streamer and you don't want to grow as fast, or you feel like you're not really pushing to get bigger, then it doesn't really matter. But what people need to know is that they can count on you. It matters because people aren't going to follow you and people aren't going to subscribe to your channel if they feel like they can't count on you. So what it would be better for is for you to create a schedule that you know you can show up to. Don't just create a schedule to do it. Don't do it so you can get a cool looking panel underneath your Twitch profile. Create a schedule that you can show up to, even if it's 2 days a week. If you can only stream 2 days a week, then put that. Don't put 4 days and only stream 2 days, because what it says is, I don't know when I can count on this guy, and I'm probably not gonna show up to his streams when I can count on these 20 other people that have a schedule and show up to it. So look at your schedule, see what time works best for you, and create a schedule. Even if the times are all different, they don't need to all be the same. Stream in the afternoon on Wednesday and stream in the evening on Friday and stream in the morning on Sunday. As long as people know that's when they can count on you to show up, then you'll be fine. I will say the most common thing I see is people wanting so bad to stream a ton, but there's life issues happening. Check it out, guys. Let me just say this real quick. If there's something happening in your family, if your family is going through like an intense sickness, has to do with the hospital, if you need to be watching your kids, all of these things that are very, very important life things, like this is real stuff. You guys need to take care of this stuff. Do not neglect these IRL things that are actually weighty and important to try to stream. And then you're on Twitter every single time like, oh, I had to stop the stream a half an hour in because I have to watch my kids. Like, bro, you're not a babysitter, you're a parent. That is your job. Your children are your #1 priority. So watch your kids. Don't say, oh guys, I can only stream for an hour. They called me into work. Like if your job, you know that you're on call, maybe put that in your stuff so that people know, hey, he's on call. It won't be such a big deal. But don't neglect those priorities. I've been seeing one that was like, have to go to the hospital again, you know, family members are always sick. If you're going through something that is going to take that amount of time, honestly, just take time off streaming. People will understand. But the thing is the lack of communication about your schedule is going to be the biggest hit against you. What you need to do is you just need to communicate with everyone in Discord and in Twitter and just let them know, hey, guys, this is what's going on. I'm not going to be streaming for the next 4 weeks because this really intense situation has come up, and I'll see you guys then. I'll be active offline. Connect with me on my other socials, and everyone's happy and you're not stressed out or hating your life. The honest truth is you need to be streaming less if it's the only thing you're doing anyway, because for you to grow, you actually need to be growing on other platforms that are actually discoverable, like YouTube, like Twitter, like Instagram. So if you need to stream less and it applies less pressure to you and you can use that extra time, like that extra day you would be streaming on Wednesday, let's say you take off Wednesday and now you work on other stuff. You work on your Instagram, your Twitter, and your YouTube. You can be creating this content. Excuse me, I just burped actually, and it probably, wow. What was that from? But you can actually be creating content on other platforms that day. So you're streaming less, but it doesn't mean you're growing less, because it's not all about streaming. It's about growing other places and bringing your audience to your stream anyway. Well guys, that pretty much wraps it up for being consistent in your brand image, your character, and your schedule. I would love to know down in the comments below where you guys are struggling to be consistent. Maybe talk about some of your situations and we can kind of brainstorm together. I would love to hear your stories down there. I'll be responding to every single person in the comments because I love talking to you guys, period, no matter where we're at. Once again, if you guys found this video useful and you guys liked the content, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this, and hit the little bell to be notified when my videos go live. We stream on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. PST, and I would love to see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys are very blessed. I hope you have an amazing rest of your night or day, depending on where you're at in the world, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.